you in the mix, I imagine, for the return duties? You back there quite a bit, or?
I haven't been doing punt return like that, but I think I'm gonna be in the mix for kick return.
Okay. How many guys are back there with you? I mean, is it like 12 guys right now, or?
Doing the kick return stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like it'd be like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Something like that.
You know who the other guys are?
Deon Green, Dimitri, JC, some of the freshmen.
Okay.
Is Greg Stroman back there with you?
I think he's doing punt return. Mm-hmm.
How do you view sort of the competition for that wide receiver right now? It seems like there's some young guys getting into the mix, and how's that all looking?
It's very competitive in our room now. We got a couple of good guys that came in. Everybody has to work that much harder, try to get this spot.
How much more ready do you feel to contribute now a year later?
I feel a lot more ready. Last year I didn't really know my plays and stuff like that, so I know my plays now. So now I could just focus on. Just like getting my routes, like doing better on my routes. Now I know everything.
Did you think you were ready last year? Like, I bet as you're going through it, you feel like I want to play, all right? And now looking back, do you realize better?
Yeah, I felt like I wanted to play. I felt like I was ready, but now I look back on I wasn't really ready. And you gotta. It's a lot of different aspects you gotta know about. Know more than just running a route or just knowing the play. You gotta recognize coverage, everything.
Sounds good. Thanks.
From a wide receiver's perspective, what's your take on the quarterback so far?
On the quarterback, I see we got a good battle brewing up for us. They both, I feel like 2 of them in particular are doing very well. Liao and Brewer.
Mm-hmm. Is Motley's injury really limiting him right now?
Yeah, so I think Mott would be in the race too if he was back. Mott is good. Is a good quarterback.
Appreciate it.
Surgery needs to be fine.
Coach is very complimentary of your ability to cut. Do you feel you're back to being you yet?
I feel like I'm on my way. I'm not all the way there just yet, but I've been practicing really good, and playbook's been fine, so I'm gonna get there.
So I know you got here, you enrolled early in the spring to kind of go through the rehab stuff and help you get along. Do you feel like, was that the smart move? I was looking back, you feel like it really kind of helped you get to where you are right now?
Yeah, it was a real good move because I know the trainers here are real good, and back home it wasn't real great, but it was an opportunity to get here early and get the playbook and everything down.
How do you guys view this running back competition? It just seems like there's so many backs right now. Is it difficult to get reps in there? And when you do you just have to make the most of what you get?
Yeah, we're all competing. If you're not in, just a lot of mental reps. Trey and JC just leading the way for us, showing the younger guys what to do. But overall, it's been good.
I think a lot of people saw your injury last year. They could just assume that you would redshirt this year. Do you think you could play? Do you think there's a role for you somewhere in this team?
I feel like I can play. Coach Bean's been talking real good about me, and I just been trying to do what I can do, just run the ball. That's what I like to do. And like I said, the playbook is the main thing, and I've just been doing a good job with that.
What about pass protection? I know a lot of young backs say that one of the toughest parts of transitioning is just figuring out the pass protection assignments. You feeling better there?
Actually, I'm a little bit slim at that, but I'm getting better at that. Like you said, it's just coming in. It's a little bit hard to adjust to, but we didn't do a lot of it in high school, so it's a big adjustment, but I'm catching on to it.
Not being able to do much during the spring, for those of us that haven't gotten to see you play, how would you describe your playing style?
More like a balance, more like a power, a little bit of speed. Overall, I'm like to go in between tackles and just run downhill.
Is there anybody that you mold your game after, guys that you watch either collegiately or in the league, that you say that he's got a similar body style, this is how I want to play?
Well, I like to watch Adrian Peterson. I'm nothing like him, but I just like to watch his style. He's more like a bigger back, likes to run in between tackles and runs hard, so I like watching him a lot.
So you may have covered this earlier, but are there any ill or side effects or anything from your injury, or do you feel like have you noticed anything or
not really?
Anything?
I favor my left knee a lot. Just a little bit scared to cut when I'm doing routes. I tend to be a lot choppy with my footsteps, but I need to get out of that and just know that everything's fine now, but I'm going to get past that.
Have they started to narrow down the running back rotation any at all, or is it still kind of a free-for-all?
It's pretty much just a free-for-all. He's just trying to get guys that just finish, pretty much just fight and go hard every play and just know what to do, because that's the biggest thing. You know what you can do, then you can play. So I'm always trying to be in the playbook and pay attention as much as I can.
Full-blown cadet. Yes, sir. That's outstanding.
Is that something you want to do for a while?
If that's, if football doesn't work out for me, I'll take my career into the military possibly. Hopefully football does work out, but if it doesn't, I gotta have that backup plan. I think to just hear, with academics and stuff like that, and military is something that, I came from. My father was in the military, so I have that background with it. Hopefully that works out for me as well.
What kind of military stuff did your dad do?
Army. Yes, sir. Officer in the Army.
Young age that you were kind of in tune with that, or?
Yeah, throughout high school, I've always had an interest in it, and it's just, football now, I have the ability, knowing that, the schedule of football, and they had the opportunity. I talked to them and said they're willing to work with it. They had said they had football players done it in the past, so I'm looking forward to doing it.
Are there many 6'4" cadets out there?
No, I don't think so. But those guys, they're going to be somebody, in the military as well. Going through this program, coming in as commissioned officers. These guys are going to be, future leaders. So we're glad to be a part of them.
What time does that start each day?
At 5:30. Yeah, bed check, uniform check. But you got to be a certain person that like that kind of stuff, and I do like that kind of stuff. So it's not for everybody, but hopefully it works out well.
It seems like the regimented lifestyle of that in football is not too different.
Yeah, a lot of the core stuff and all that, uniform checks in the morning, and then football starts in the afternoon or later at night, so it works out kind of well. I won't miss any football. Cadets I might miss a meeting here or there, but they're willing to be flexible with me. But and I'm glad they're helping me out with that.
Better to just kind of be thrown in there and just like, you're going to sink or swim with this, or rather than other guys maybe kind of sit on the bench and watch and then get their opportunity later?
I wouldn't say I was thrown in there last year. I would say I was well prepared and ready. But I was going to do my best, do my hardest. Work my hardest.
How'd you do? I kind of came in near the end of that, but does Searles have a different coaching style than Grimes did, and the different kind of guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Coach Searles is also hard on you like Grimes was, but it's just different calls and different, adjustments we have to make with plays and everything. But Coach Searles is a great guy off the field and on the field. He gets on us.
From the other linemen that we've talked to, he says that it's a good thing if he's getting on you because that means he cares about how you're doing. And do you guys view that if he's yelling at you about something, it's because he truly is invested in you getting better in certain things?
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. If he's on you, that's a good thing that you need to, do what he says. If he doesn't talk to you, then you have a problem.
Thanks.
As far as that first week against William & Mary goes, what are you looking for individually to say, we've taken a step forward, this has been a successful afternoon? What does the offensive line need to do up front?
Well, there's a lot of talk about running the ball, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want to do. We want to run the ball. That's all we want to do right now. That's how I go run the football.
So is there a threshold? You mean, we want to rush as a team for 150 yards, 200 yards? Do you look at it that way, or is it just something else?
Just gonna run the ball every play we get. We're getting yards.
Is there I know some of the old timers come back sometime and visit the team. Guys that maybe played in the 90s, the early 2000s. They always talk about the offensive lines. And you guys ever watch film of those older teams that really were able to push the ball down the field that way and just kind of see what they did?
Well, we have no Sal. We watched some of that previously, like during the summer, somewhat, and how physical they were and how together they were, and we're trying to get back to that.
I'm sure somebody's already asked you, but how do you feel? How's the hamstring?
Yeah, I'm good.
So you're full go?
Yes, sir.
Full speed, all that good stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when you're getting reps out there, no rust, or you're back out there doing your thing?
I'm out there because I'm on the right side. Just learning the calls. Everything's in my head switch. So just that thing that I have to be quicker with.
So at this point, you anticipate staying on the right side?
Whatever the team needs. Whatever the team needs, I'm there.
You feel like you can play both effectively. It's not really a huge change for you.
Yeah, like I said previously, I played right side of Fort Union, and it's not that big of an adjustment.